Take your cheap purse and leave. The words sliced through the marble lobby like a dagger. Celeste Morgan stood frozen, her beige dress now stained with red wine dripping from her waist down. Around her, the luxury resort bustled, polished floors gleamed, suited guests sipped champagne, but all eyes were on the black woman being humiliated at the front desk. Mason Blake, a wealthy white businessman, smirked as the manager, Emma Foster, pretended not to notice the mess. Celeste's prepaid VIP suite? Magically, unavailable. Instead, she was offered a standard room near the service area, if she wanted to stay at all. But Celeste said nothing. She calmly picked up her small, soaked purse, her eyes cold and steady. Nobody in this room had any idea, the resort. It belonged to her. But what Mason whispered next? That changed everything. Mason leaned in close, his cologne sharp, his voice dripping with arrogance. This place used to have standards, guess they'll let anyone through the door now. The front desk staff chuckled quietly. Emma Foster didn't even hide her disdain. "Ma'am," she said, eyes narrowing, "we reserve our premium suites for respectable guests. The system shows nothing available for your booking type." The implication burned more than the wine. Celeste's mind flashed back to years ago, working front desks herself, enduring smirks like Emma's, insults like Mason's. But that was then. Now, she owned 27 resorts across the country, including this one. She'd bought it quietly through holding companies. No one here recognized her, yet. Across the room, a young black receptionist, Jordan, met her eyes, silent, tense, but with the faintest nod. Celeste didn't react. It wasn't time. But the real insult? It was still coming. The standard room they finally assigned her. A dark, windowless corner next to the maintenance closet. The air reeked of bleach and mildew. The bed creaked. The bathroom faucet leaked. Celeste sat on the edge of the bed, her soaked purse dripping onto the worn carpet, and stared at the cracked ceiling. Her phone buzzed. It was Jordan. A simple text, "I've seen them do this before. I can help." Celeste's jaw tightened. She remembered her mother, scrubbing these same hallways, enduring whispers and side eyes. Mason Blake wasn't just a rude guest. He was known for bribing resort managers, buying access, keeping undesirable types out of luxury spaces. Celeste exhaled slowly. This wasn't just about her pride, it was about every young girl watching, every employee forced to play along. Tomorrow, they'd learn exactly who they'd disrespected. Morning came. The resort's grand lobby buzzed with executives and guests, oblivious to the storm brewing. Celeste, dressed simply but with quiet authority, approached the exclusive lounge, a perk included in her prepaid VIP package. But Marcus, the lounge attendant, blocked her path without hesitation. "VIP guests only," he said flatly, eyes darting toward Mason Blake inside, sipping mimosas, laughing. Emma Foster hovered nearby, arms crossed, watching it unfold with smug satisfaction. Security lingered by the doors, ready. Celeste held up her phone, reservation pulled up, but Marcus didn't even glance at it. "System says you're standard class," he shrugged. Mason raised his glass in mock salute from inside. Celeste's pulse hammered, but her face stayed calm. Jordan stood by the elevators, waiting. Across the resort, her legal team was arriving, unnoticed. By noon, the resort's sleek conference room filled with hushed confusion. Uniformed security, lawyers in sharp suits, and executives from corporate headquarters had assembled. No one understood, until Celeste Morgan stepped forward, flanked by her legal counsel. Emma Foster's face drained of color. Mason Blake, watching from the back, stiffened. Celeste's voice, calm but sharp as glass, filled the room. "For those wondering why I've gathered you, check your emails. Effective this morning, this resort, along with 26 others, belongs entirely to Morgan Leisure Holdings." Gasps rippled through the room. Jordan stood quietly at her side now, holding a folder thick with documentation. For 2 days, I watched discrimination sold as policy, dignity traded for tips. That ends now. Celeste didn't gloat. She simply turned, eyes steady. Outside, the stained marble floor gleamed, freshly cleaned, like her mother deserved years ago. Thanks for watching this video. Celeste Morgan's story reminds us, power isn't always loud. Sometimes, it's quiet. It waits. It watches. And when the moment is right, it changes everything. Never underestimate the strength of dignity and preparation. When the world tries to shut you out, let your presence rewrite the rules. If this racist story moved you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And tell us, what would you have done in her place?